It's about time we did a settings video for XDefiant, right? Now here's my controller settings. Now this is mainly for PS5 players only. I don't know about PC or Xbox, but this is what I found out worked for me on PS5. If y'all enjoy settings videos in general and y'all want to see more of them in XDefiant, make sure y'all leave a like, man. I want to get like maybe 15. I don't know if y'all can do it, but maybe 15 likes will be ideal. Let's get it, bro. All right, so gameplay UI. Now the UI in this game is definitely a lot better than Modern Warfare 2. I don't even mean to throw shade, but it's just honest facts. The UI in Modern Warfare 2 is hard to follow, and XDefiant is like a lot easier. So anyway, field of view 115. This is mainly for just multiplayer only. I don't know how it's going to be in like rank play or something else. If they add a BR, I don't know. 115 is what works for me. A lot of people will go to 120. You don't need to be at 120 to do good in XDefiant. There's like a constant notion that you need to have like a max field of view to do good in games or FPS games. I'm like, no, you don't. Especially in multiplayer games, you do not need to have a super high FOV. It is optional, but you don't need to have it. Or if 115 is too much for you, you can always do like 110, but always keep it around like 105 to like 115. That's the highest. Field of view consistent, of course. This is really up to y'all. I mean, independent would definitely be weird, so you definitely want to be consistent. ADS behavior, hold. Low zoom, this is instant. ADS sensitivity transition, always keep that at instant. Yeah, right here, these are mostly like default settings, so don't touch any of these. Oh, sprint, interrupt, reload. I would keep this at no for the simple fact XDefiant is like a movement type of game, and you want to make sure you're constantly moving. Now, if you're like a really good like sprint, cancel, reload type of guy, or like a reload, cancel type of guy, I would put yes. But XDefiant, you're going to be moving a lot, and you got to be moving as quick as possible, or else you're just going to die. So keep this at no to keep up with the flow of traffic in these lobbies. Auto reload weapon, yes. Auto switch weapon, yes. Auto grab ledge. No, you don't want to have that automatic mantle. That is not good. You're gonna lose a lot of gunfights where you're jumping and you're trying to hit an enemy like this, and then like get your gun up, but if you auto mantle, you can't really get your gun up that quick. So yeah, I would keep that. I keep that on no. Adjust HUD limits. You don't need to worry about that. This is all default. Now controller settings. Okay, so this is the one where this separates the men from the boys. Right. So controller settings for PS5. What I like to do hurdler, aka stick and move in Call of Duty. So this is for anybody that uses like a scuff controller, and then of course you can adjust your buttons on your scuff. And then for stick and move users, it's called hurdler in this game, where you like jump with your R3 button and then you melee with your X button. And then I use flipped because L1 R1 is a lot easier to press opposed to like L2 R2. I just feel like it's a lot easier to do L1 R1. Now if you press circle a lot, I think L2 R2 might be a little bit better. Stick layout default, unless you're like a weirdo, you want to use like southpaw or something. I don't, that's just nah. Aim assist standard, you don't want to do it disabled. What are you doing if you disable aim assist? Aim assist strength. Okay, this is what got me right here. So if you keep these lower, this makes your aim assist even worse. Imagine if you took this off, right? Your aim is already bad. If you enable this and then you turn this to -10, it's basically the same as disabling aim assist altogether. So, I mean, you want to keep this at 0, bro. All right, aim response curve type. This is the best one. I'm gonna say this right now. I think this is the best one for this game. This is a movement game. So you want to have a reverse S curve response type, because this actually adjusts your aim according to your movement. So you want to have your S curve on. Originally it's on standard. You don't want to do standard in XDefiant. Nah, you want to be above that. Linear is also good. Linear is for, you know, people that, you know, they move, but it's not as good as this. Controller aim look sensitivity factor. You're gonna have to adjust this a lot to your own liking. I don't have an opinion on this really because everybody is different, but I would keep this relatively low. I think the default's like 1, I believe, but you definitely want to keep this relatively low. Yeah, just keep playing with this. There's no real good setting for this one. Just keep adjusting it until you like it. Horizontal axis, keep that on no. Vertical, no. Sensitivity, this is all personal preference. Once again, you don't want to play on this, bro. You don't want to play on like 70 and above. Like you're gonna be, unless you like playing at a higher sensitivity, I would just keep this relatively low, man. So acceleration speed multiplier, just leave that alone. Dead zone, all right, keep both of these at 0. I forgot what the default was. One of the devs in XDefiant actually said keep your dead zone at 0 for the left stick and the right stick is actually more beneficial than keeping it on like something else. So if you keep this at 0, I think, yeah, keeping this at 0 is a lot more responsive than touching it. Vibration, that's up to y'all. If y'all like your controller vibrating while you shooting the person, go right ahead. Audio and voice, all that good stuff, just keep this relatively high. I mean, you want to make sure you hear footsteps, factions, loadouts, weapons, bullets, sounds, Everything. Make sure you hear everything. Voice chat enabled. Yes. Yo, they gotta add a revenge chat, bro. They gotta add that, because I be killing people, but I don't hear people raise like, oh, how'd you kill me? Like, we don't be hearing that. Like, definitely gotta do that. Keep all this on default. Video, brightness. All right, so this game, I think it needs a lot more brightness. So keep this on around like 15 to like 10, depending on your monitor. Honestly, I think it's more beneficial to adjust your monitor rather than the game itself. Contrast, keep this on 10. If you have an HDR cable on your PS5, that's when you turn this on. I feel like it'll be a lot better. I think it does come with HDR cable on your PS5. So if you want to connect that, you're gonna have a lot of better graphics on this game. Trust me. HDR is always good on next generation consoles. Count, network, crossplay, keep that on. But unless you want to play in your PS5 lobbies, your matchmaking might be a little bit sweatier. So if you want to do crossplay, you're gonna have like less good players or less skilled players. And speaking of that, there's no skill-based matchmaking in this game. So if you want to have an advantage, you gotta put crossplay on, bro. Come on. And that's my PS5 settings for XDefiant. Let me know like exactly what y'all changed and what y'all think is good or best for you. If y'all like these settings though, I mean, if y'all like them, that's cool. That's cool. It's not for everybody though. If it works for you, that's cool. If it doesn't, you know, leave a comment, you know, be like, yo, these settings don't work. These settings are trash. And then, you know, tell me the settings that you prefer. And then I'll just, you know, I'll respond to everybody. But leave a like. Hit the sub button if you guys enjoy these settings. If y'all want to see more XDefiant, hit the notification bell. I will see y'all maybe on another video. I think maybe Modern Warfare 2. Because XDefiant, I think it ends in like what, a day or 2 days? Yeah. I'll catch y'all if I decide to upload, I think.